Makarov. I think he is well known and he makes a very, very good competition in Estonia, I must say. I've been judging there and I liked it very, very much. Welcome and good luck to you and have fun.
What usually I see on the competition and I don't like is the first that many couples dancing, in my opinion, for the wrong connection or the wrong idea. When I was starting the dancing and went to England, generally, then we learned a lot about the center, the common center, the feet, the knees, and not much about the head weight or upper part of the body or whatever. And I understand that we develop the dancing, so it's normal that we don't stay only to one connection. But what I feel generally, especially also in top level couples, that we have the connection upstairs here, we keep the connection all the time in the same level, and we change it sideways or the other way. But in my opinion, the connection should start from the floor, from the feet, the knees, the hips, and then the upper part. So at least this was the base that I was learning and studying. If the couple, and in my opinion, we develop the dancing, then we more open the upper part of the couple, not the opposite way, that we try to find the point, to open the lower part, and to open the upper part. So this is the first that I generally see. And in my opinion, we have a lot of couples on the same level, and it's very difficult to make difference as a teacher maybe when I look at the couples. Or if I would judge, I think it will be more like, I know this couple more, this couple so the rating is higher and so on. So in my opinion, to get on top, you need to develop more the base. So when we take the position, when it comes to the couple, the first should be the knees that we get connected. We have the hips, and then you can decide, maybe you go more up, out, less out, more rotation, less rotation, depends. So when I take the position, I always feel that my body weight will be more or less in between if I take the zero position. If I want to go more right, starting with this way, then I use more the foot on the floor, I use the knee, I use the hip, and then maybe I decide to open more or to stay closed. Not the opposite way that I stay in the connection with no knees, no feet, maybe with no hips, the upper part, and just change. So in this case, I want you to feel always that these muscles of the back here, not the shoulders, the muscles, I put them more down to the floor and I connect them more to the hips. This is the zero position. If I want to go more forward, I use the muscles of the back, so I press them to the floor, and I can choose different direction. If I can dance also under, I can dance the opposite way, I can dance sideways, and so on. So let's try first of all, maybe only for the men, to take the position like this. Step forward, sideways, close. And if I change, I will change the shoulder and this muscle to the floor to change. In this case, I will feel that I transfer the body weight through the foot slightly sideways with the knee. If I decide to go more under or more back, then I transfer the body weight through the foot. And if I make it on spot, then I feel that in a way like two centers go a little bit the opposite way. If I decide to move, then I transfer two centers through the foot forward. So for example, if I would make the quick step run from the promenade, I would keep more than on top of each other and move through the foot. If I want to dance on spot, then the moment when I use the hips and the knees forward, this is the moment when I can and I will use the upper part to counterbalance. And this is very important, not the opposite way, that I start to use the head and nothing downstairs. Okay? So for the men, let's take the position first. And lady, maybe we'll check how the back to the knees is working. So if I stay in straight position, Let's say I will change to right, so I feel that the body weight of the shoulder and the muscles goes to the floor. And if I want to make a sway, then I feel it more sideways. If I want to go down without sway, I use both. Or one more, the other more, sideways. If straight, then both. The idea is to maintain the spine. Now, if I dance the natural turn and the running spin turn, this is the common figures that everybody dances. So with natural turn, more or less, we all use the hip to the foot, you feel it to the path, blah, 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 everything is done. When you make the running spin turn, then usually the idea of using the shoulder connected to the knee and to the hip, and then making the sway, is gone. Usually you maintain the hip and you make this. This is a very bad example. So what I feel is my partner is standing on the right side and connected to this hip and basically to this leg. The moment when I go to the foot and I transfer the body weight to the left and I use the knee, my partner stays on my right leg, moving this way. So I will never make the step like this, because it's connected to the foot. So if I make the step, so what I want to see is if I stay here, I'm connected with the hip to this leg. No matter what I do, if I change, she stays on this leg here. So my idea is not to push on the foot forward, but totally to copy my movement. If I go back, then forward, sideways. So if I make the running spin, this would be incorrect. This is breaking the side. So I make, this is the sway, plus I make this rotation so she continues to stay on the same foot, leg. Okay? Not like this. One, and then step. Do you understand this? So my idea is always, and again, if I will have connection only through the upper part, I will never feel something with the feet and with the leg. So it will be like the opposite way. Connection, and then the feet are just supporting the movement. Understand? Okay, try only this step when you go back from this. Boom, connection. First of all, you can try just to change, so she stays with you and change the spine, or to make rotation with the leg. Try. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Now, in my opinion, the couples know a lot of information. So it's not the case when you go to the lesson or to the private lesson, then somebody says to you that, you know, you have to use the knee, and you say, wow, I didn't know before. Or the same with the head weight, or I didn't know before. It's something new. So if you go to the private lesson, you can say, I know this is boring. In my opinion, the amount of maybe sway in relation to rotation or in relation to the usage of the foot sometimes is too much. So if I make the step like running spin, for example, then if I try to open my leg too fast, she can never be on this leg. Clear? So when I go back, I try to keep it more forward and try to feel that her spine sits on this leg. So if I connect to the next step, this is the moment when she will use the free leg forward to make the step. This is in the middle of the step, so this is the action we have. If we make the step 1 and just stay, this is the exercise maybe good for CBM, for usage of the side, and so on. But if I continue to make the steps, then I want to feel that my lady is more active with this part. So on the first part, I'm more using the floor, delay with the leg, and she's more active going to the side. This is where we can create the biggest shape. If we make it at the same time, we still have the same connection here. This is like a very bad example. You understand? So I delay, I go on the foot and I stay more left, and she uses the free leg to swing it forward and to make a step. You understand? Спасибо. So the idea of swinging the leg forward is not that something that I was sitting, I don't know, at home and think, maybe we should use it, huh? I was taught that one step is when the feet closed, and this is one step. So this is in the middle of the step. Can be this in the middle, this is still in the middle of the step. So one step is when I finish the step. When you dance, you always connect the steps. So you never stop on one step. I think, at least I did, we were walking like this around the floor. This is an old school in Estonia, also Russia and many countries. So we catch the moment when I'm in the middle, the moment when we close, the moment when I push out of the foot. So I never have the position like this, because it's too late for the next step. I was also practicing the driving action, drive, hips forward, as a student. But when I connect the step, the moment when this foot will touch the floor, this is the moment when I will push out of the foot for the next step. And this is the moment when the free leg goes. So I never have the position like this, 1 and 2, 3. So when I see the couple doing on 1 and to the floor, this is where the step is on the ball of the foot. And generally I can say the couple is heavy, because it's attacking more the floor. 1 and somehow, I don't know, 2, 3. What I feel is when I start to make the step forward from here, this is where I swing the leg. This is the point. So I never have empty. And this is where I swing the leg, I push off the floor, and I have swing up. So it's the different motion of the movement. So when I look at the couple, or, okay, I don't judge, but I feel that this couple is heavy, this couple is light. What is the difference? Then as a teacher, I need to find the difference. This would be heavy. This will be 1 and 2, 3. And I imagine that the swing goes to 1 and 2, 3. So the moment when my lady goes forward is the same idea, that when she makes this step, she connects this part of the foot to the free leg. This is where she has 1 and 2, 3. Not 1 and 2, 3. Do you understand? So if we make the step like this, then on the first part she will be more active with this leg. 1. On the second part she will be more passive with this leg, and I will make 2. And this is where we still have the knee connection in a way. So we never stay open position. So she like in a way rolls on me, and I rolls on her, and then we go out. I don't feel that we stay in one position. 1 and 2, 3 out. I allow my partner to go more this way. So I use more rotation of the upper part to follow her movement. And she uses the whole body to go around. And then when she allows me to pass, this is where I will use the whole back. So if you take some lectures or group lessons, you will hear a lot about usage of the back, not the rib cage. This is where I feel that the lower part of the back with this leg is dancing more that way. And on the top level, like really, really top, this is where you don't teach anymore how to use the feet. You can say, maybe you could make slightly more of this before you go. And the couple makes it. You don't have to explain. But this, I often feel that we start from the wrong position, like from the wrong level. Only the upper part, more, and then we're late. Understood? So I feel that it always connected. Okay? Can we try the step maybe from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.